morning and welcome back to Perseverance Pastures. This morning I am leveling my Greenstalks. When we first moved out here, I just kind of threw the Greenstalks where I thought I wanted them, and I didn't really do much of anything else with them other than water them and take care of the plants. However, by not leveling them, I've had uneven water distribution, as well as they just look kind of bad and sad, being all slanted. One looked like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So today, by leveling them, I'm using patio pavers. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you how I am leveling them because I'm hoping it'll correct some of the issues, as well as during the season, I've just had weeds kind of grow up around the Greenstalks. It was fine, it wasn't a huge deal, but I'm hoping the pavers will just kind of give it a really nice look, as well as be a little easier to maintain around the Greenstalks. So I guess let's get started. This is the first one I did, which was going to be, or is, the center point, where I measured to that one, which was the second one. So on doing this last one over here, I measured, it's about 10 feet, 5 inches over to each point. That way they all end up being the same distance apart, as well as relatively square to one another. I'm going to cut using a sharpshooter around this square. That way I can show you how we're then skimming off the top grass layer, so we can start setting these in and leveling them. All right, we now have our square that we cut with the sharpshooter. I'm now going to pretty much just skim off this top layer. That way we can kind of set the pavers in it to level it. I'm going to show how I was taught how to do this. You just kind of stab down just under the roots of the grass and push with your leg to go up, and then you have a nice layer to toss to the side. And you'll do that for the whole square. I got a little deep on that one, but we can backfill it. It's not a big deal. We have a square hole to start setting the pavers in and then leveling them. First, I am going to take our cinder block and start tamping this soil down. You can buy a tamper. We totally looked at one yesterday and said pass, and got home, realized, oh, it would be helpful. However, we have a cinder block. So I'm going to take the cinder block, tamp this down, then set in a paver, see where it needs to be leveled, and then go from there. You want to level this one paver at a time. Thank you so much for joining me today as I leveled our Greenstalks and put them back into place. I definitely will be working a bit more on them today because after I got them all installed, I noticed I did not put them in correctly and swapped a couple around. So I'm gonna go back to figuring out which of these doesn't have a water tray, taking it down and reinstalling it. So yeah, I mean, is a project ever really a project if you don't do something at least twice? So thanks so much for joining us. Bye.